I've taught piano for nearly 30 years, and the biggest obstacles I see in adult beginners aren't their fingers, their age, or their talent. It's the myths that they have believed for years, myths that convince them that they can't learn piano. And honestly, those beliefs can hold them back far more than anything musical ever can. So, I'm going to show you three of the most common ones that I see over and over again. Myth number one: I just don't have rhythm. This is one of the first things many adult beginners say. I can't keep a beat, or I've never had rhythm. But after decades of teaching, I can tell you the issue is almost never rhythm, it's counting. Most adults were never taught how to count out loud, use subdivision, break rhythms into tiny workable pieces, or speak the rhythm before they play it. There are lots of tools that we can use. And it isn't that anyone is just born knowing rhythm, it's a skill that has to be learned. And when students try to feel it too early instead of counting it, that's when everything falls apart. What fixes this is actually quite simple: counting out loud while playing slowly, subdividing eighth notes. You can try clapping rhythms before touching the piano, isolate the hands, speak the counts, don't rush. As you do that, you begin to internalize the correct rhythm. And then, after you've done this for a while, you will start to feel the rhythm. You don't feel it first. You have to teach your mind and body the rhythm. And that's kind of how you get there. So once adults learn to count rhythm the way their brains understand it, rhythm becomes predictable instead of mysterious. So believing that they lack rhythm when the truth is they were just never taught how to count properly. It really is just a myth. And this is one of the things I teach in my free beginners course, Key Start Foundations. And if you'd like to get access to that, just put beginner in the comments down below and I'll send it to you. Like I said, I go through so many more tips and techniques to help you play better, more fluently, and just learn faster. Put beginner in the comments below and I'll send you access to that. The second myth I hear all the time is, I'm too old to learn. This one shows up constantly. It's like, I missed my chance. My fingers aren't what they used to be. I should have taken lessons when I was a kid. But here's what I've seen again and again. Adults learn faster than children because adults think better. Kids have flexibility, but adults have focus. Kids follow instructions, but adults understand concepts. Adults make connections, recognize patterns, and practice more intentionally. The only thing adults struggle with is time, not ability. And that's why short, focused practice works far better than long, unfocused sessions. If you can raise a family, return to a skill after decades, or manage a busy life, you absolutely have what it takes to learn the piano. So thinking that age is the barrier really isn't true. That's just a myth. It's a mindset, and if you get past that, you can learn to conquer this challenge like anything else. The third myth is, I can't read music. Almost every returning adult says this: I've never been able to read music, or I end up memorizing everything because the notes make no sense. And here's what I've learned: they were just never taught to read music in a way that works for them. Most adults do better when they read only a few notes at a time, and I would say this is true of kids too. They learn to track the notes and finger numbers together and build a sense of where they are on the keyboard. They connect what they see with what they feel, and we learn how to mostly keep our eyes on the music, yes, but how to look down, find your spot, and get your eyes back up onto the music without losing your place. Patterns can help, certainly, but relying on patterns too early actually slows most adults down. Patterns are shortcuts, and real reading is going to be the foundation. What works best is identifying a few anchor notes, learning to read the intervals, right? Seeing the distance between the notes and how that corresponds with your hands on the keyboard. And you just begin to build fluency one little bit at a time. Once adults stop depending on patterns and actually learn to read the notes, everything gets easier and their confidence skyrockets. So, huge mistake number 3 is believing they can't read music when really they just weren't taught in a way that made sense to them. So once these myths fall away, everything changes. Adults who came in nervous, apologizing, even embarrassed, suddenly start playing with confidence and joy. If you're a busy parent or someone returning to the piano after years or even decades, hear this: there's nothing wrong with you. You're not behind. You simply need the right approach. It isn't a question of talent. If you want a clear place to start, click on the link below, and that will take you over to my free beginning course and help you get started. I look forward to working with you, and I wish you all the success at the piano.